What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to me. Happy New Year to everybody. We're rocking and we're rolling and we're ready to bring you into 2015. And people are getting crazy. People want to get gains like yesterday. You got a bunch of young people, old people, elderly people, babies, infants emailing me about training and training frequency and all kinds of crazy shit. And one that came to me is 2-a-day training. 2-a-day training. One guy said that he trained squats and chest in the same day. Now, I'm going to go into why it's okay, why it's not okay, and why y'all need to get more female companionship rather than worrying about training or work on making money. I've trained with some of the greats in the industry. Dorian Yates trained 4 days a week using high-intensity training methods. A lot of the natural pros train either bro splits, train 4 days, train 6 days, some train 7. They train a lot. They train with high volume, they train with low volume. Then you got your Ronnies who is high volume 6 days a week. Very few pros and very few recreational lifters who look like they lift train twice a day. I am against 2 times a day training. Not because it doesn't work. Okay, if it was now Lavroni was known, I believe it was Lavroni for doing that going into the show. Milos Sarcev actually put a lot of his clients who didn't respond well to cardio on 2-a-day weight training. I do a form of 2-a-day weight training when I do plyometrics and other drills with my daughter, which as you see, I'm just really lean. Now, I got accused of losing a lot of weight. I lost 12 pounds this week. I got the stomach bug for 6 hours and somehow I didn't even throw up, lost 12 pounds. I have no clue where it went, but I mean, I think I should just get on stage right now. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I lost a good amount of weight and I want it back. So I've been literally drinking carbolic, and I kid you not, I've been sipping on carbolic and MTS Whey all day long. Why 2-a-day training doesn't work for me is life. Now, if you can't get it done in one session, chances are you're training like a pussy. If you can do legs in the morning and come back and do chest at night and the next day still function and do that day after day after day after day, dude, if I train more than 3 days in a row now at 34 years old, at the training level, advanced training level I'm at, you know, obviously as an advanced pro bodybuilder, I'm snapped up. I mean, the last 3 days, I've trained in the morning, like around 8 or 9 a.m., sometimes around 5 or 6, depending on my brother's schedule. And at night, I'd go do plyos and drills with my daughter, as you've seen on this channel. Dude, yesterday, last night, before New Year's night, before I kind of snapped out of it, my nervous system was fucked. I just felt like shit. I felt really, 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 really bad. And the reason being is that your body just needs to recover. And your nervous system, while you're not overtraining, you are taxing your nervous system. So obviously, you need to temper that. But besides the point that you're training like a pussy, that's a lot of time in the gym. I assure you that even with a 45-minute session, by the time you get dressed, drive back to your house, grab a meal and everything, that's 2 hours out of your day each training session. I know when I go to the gym in the morning, I get out of the house, by the time I wrangle the kids up and all that, wrangle Preston up in the car, I'm at the gym at around 8:30. I start leaving at around 8. I'm at the gym around 8:30, 8:35 is about a 10-minute drive. Get to the gym, get Preston in childcare, blah, 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 blah. I'm not out of there till 10:15. And that's with an hour and 15-minute training session. When I add cardio in, it's even longer. You need to look at the fact that the people who are asking this question generally are younger people with less training experience. Bodybuilding it's not a sprint. Even though sprinting is more conducive to muscle growth than marathon running, bodybuilding as a metaphor is not like that. Bodybuilding is a marathon. It's about consistency. It's about progressive overload. It's about beating your previous best. It's about being the best you can be. And it's about staying in the gym. And I guarantee you, I get burnt out when I train. Why do you think I brought up Muay Thai? You think I want to fight? I'm never stepping inside a fucking Muay Thai ring in my life. I'm doing it for variety and training. I'm doing it to add some things. Why do you think I'm doing box jumps? Do you think I'm ever going to like try and dunk a basketball? Last time a Lobliner tried and dunk a basketball, I tore an ACL. I ain't doing that shit. I'm trying to add variety in my training. I'm trying to fix the body's a chain. I'm trying to fix those kinks in that chain. And one of them to strengthen my mid back, which the kettlebells are helping, which all the exercises, which the wall deadlifts and all those are helping. But it's also allowing me to be active and build on my body. And as Mike Rashid says, I love Mike Rashid because he's a philosophical man. Mike Rashid's one of my best friends now. I mean, we've become really close over the last year and a half. And Mike Rashid looks at training as more than just training for this or training for this. He looks at it as training for this. It gets your mind ready for the challenges that are ensue, whether it be in business, family, or training. So I like to look at that as, now you need to challenge yourself. Now you need to stay in the gym. So for 2-a-day training, to be able to devote that much time to the gym, one is there a way you could better devote that time to something that will have a better return on investment? Perhaps work on writing a book, work on writing something, work on your resume, work on finding a new job, work on a second job. Hell, do some moonlighting, get a job as a bartender at night. I don't know. Do something that adds to what you do. See, everybody looks bartender, that's transient income. My brother had a conversation. See, I'm on a tangent today because I just don't give a fuck. Today's don't give a fuck day. You know, New Year's, everybody sets resolutions. My resolution is to not give a fuck. And I already wasn't giving a fuck, so it's not really a resolution. It's more of a resolution not to change. My brother went to college. He went to a four-year university, University of Michigan. My brother's best experience, best segue into the real world, best, education was being a server. It taught him how to serve, being a waiter. I don't know if waitress is a sexist term now. I have no fucking idea. But my brother was a server, and my brother learned how to deal with people, deal with adversity, deal with angry customers, deal with happy customers, get more tips, work it, hustle, sell. Okay, I sold shoes. I sold training. I worked in a pet store. Okay, I did some shitty jobs, but you know what? It taught me what I needed to know. So instead of spending those extra 2 hours in the gym, there's 24 hours in the day. It's 1/12 of your day. No, that's, holy shit, it's more than that. That's 4. It's 4/24 of your day. It's 1/6 of your day. 1/6 of your day. You're giving up. Okay, so you take half of that. 2/24. I'm fucked up, aren't I? It's 1/12 of your day. That 2 hours, right? It's 1/12 of your day. What you could do with that 1/12 of your day is, first of all, learn math, because I obviously fucking suck at it. Second of all, how do you guys like to go tea? I don't have ADD. I just really like talking about shit. I ramble. I actually was diagnosed OCD back in the day, which is why. Never mind. Anyway, for those of you who know me, I'm kind of a clean freak. I always travel with butt wipes. You know, those flushable moist wipes? Because you never want a dirty ass when who knows when you always got to keep, who knows when there's a salad tossing opportunity. But, at the end of the day, for 2-a-day training, you need to really think about if you're maximizing your time in that first training session. And the only time I see a point for 2 days, if you're doing cardio or some other kind of training, for me, it's like Muay Thai, but I'm not going to give up my weightlifting. But even then, I try and set a Muay Thai up on an off day. But the problem is that's not really an off day then. On off days, I like to maybe do some low intensity cardio, but off days, I like my shit to recover, man. What I've learned over time, whatever science says, whatever this, whatever that, for me, I notice a huge difference between an off day and there's just an active recovery day, like walking, strolling, chilling, fucking, versus for me, that's high intensity, versus a non-active recovery day where you're actually going out and doing an alternate sport. On your recovery days, you should recover. So my answer, which took 10 minutes to get to, about active recovery in the gym is, about doing 2-a-days in the gym, is if you have to do 2-a-days, you must be cooler than Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Phil Heath, everybody but, to my knowledge, Kevin Levrone. I know back in the day, Arnold and those guys did that. But you know what? Those are old times. And if you can afford that time in your day, by all means, I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. So my opinion on 2-a-days, I would rather see you do better things with your time to better enhance your earning opportunities and your future and yourself as a person and your family time and all that good stuff. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Spending 4 hours in the gym a day and still looking like a little bitch. It's not a game.